Hey everyone, so it is Brian, your handy dandy realtor here in the city of Windsor. It is crazy busy out here in the real estate business in the city of Windsor. Everybody is moving here. There was a house on Chappelle, which is kind of over by the John McGivney Center, over kind of towards the bridge, basically. Kind of a good spot. Good working class neighborhood. Good people living over there. Have some friends that live over there as well too. And so it wasn't a bad road. It was just a little ranch, 3-bedroom ranch, set up pretty well. Had been bought by a flipping company who had bought it for a little bit more than what they asked for it, turned around and sold it. There were 14 offers on it today, 14, and they are still in the process of figuring out the offers. 14 offers. Now, granted, the house was priced at $249,900. Anything in the city of Windsor that's priced for $249,900 is going to bring 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 offers. Everybody knows that there are no $250,000 houses available in the city of Windsor. They just aren't. There's no $250,000 houses, I think, anywhere in Canada. Maybe up in Chagoo-Gaboo-Gaboo. But there's already 5 people living there, and there's not a 6th person that wants to move there. Whereas the South Beach of Canada, everybody wants to move here. Our population is exploding, and I've done some videos about that this past weekend. Where in the hell's all this traffic coming from? It's coming from all over the place. So Chappelle brought 14 offers. And it probably sold for somewhere around that 320-ish mark. Probably. We're waiting. I had an offer on it. I had a good offer on it. A pretty confident offer on it. Maybe I'm still in the game because nobody's notified me that I'm out. But I don't hold up very much hope when you're up against, 14 other offers. And every flipper is looking for a wintertime project because they don't have their projects. They're looking for their wintertime projects to get something all spruced up to be able to sell in the spring for a profit. And this house totaled out at about $385 when it was all done. So $309, it needed a hell of a lot of work, and you can very easily spend a hell of a lot of money when you do renovation. Very easy. If you're not careful. So we'll see what happened with it. But just wanted to let you know that the market's crazy busy. Now, other areas of the city are a little slow. Amherstburg, a little slow. Kingsville, a little slow. Essex, a little slow. Little River Acres. My listing there, little slow, surprised. A $369,000 beautiful house, 3 bedrooms, 2-story. Renovated to the nines, a basement in a kitchen in the basement, for gosh sakes, what everybody's looking for. Had one realtor through there today. I'm going to go in and I'm going to film it for my client out of town, and if he really likes it, then maybe we'll make you an offer. The other realtors that have seen the house, yeah, Brian, my client didn't want to get out of the car. You might have the most beautiful house, but they just couldn't live in the neighborhood, which is exactly what the problem is in Little River Acres. Not a lot of people want to have to live there. They have a choice. It's part of the reason that I have a beautiful house in Little River Acres priced at $369,900. Because not as many people want to live there. It's okay. All I need is 2 realtors to get a bidding process started. But it's interesting how a dumpy shack on Chappelle brings 13, 14 offers, yet a really beautiful house in a great school district, Riverside, can't get any offers. Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But we sold last week. I've got the data sets here, and I'm going to go through them in a different video, getting back into doing that because you guys like that stuff. But we sold $28 million worth of properties last week, 54 houses, and we sold 3 that were above $1 million. So there's nothing going bad with the Windsor real estate market. It's still holding up very, 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 very well. And that's why I say to you that if you're looking at houses down here in the city of Windsor, you better hurry up and find something. Because as inventory starts getting worked through, we get in a month from now, we're not going to have very much inventory at all. And there still are multiple offers on most houses. If we've got 14 offers on a dumpy shack on Chappelle, then yeah, we're going to have multiple offers generally on every house. Now, there was just a beautiful house on Wellesley. Didn't bring any offers. South Walkerville didn't bring any offers. Has a garage, didn't bring any offers. Has a nice kitchen, didn't bring any offers. It's now available for the first person who wants to write an offer. It is just really kind of weird. It's the way to be able to explain it to you. It's weird. There's no definition. There's no explanation for it. I do have an offer, a verbal offer, whatever that's worth, on my property down in Amherstburg. It's not enough money. So we'll see if we can't get them up some. A realtor's finally texting me from earlier this morning. It's an interesting thing. But anyway, those are the kinds of things that are going on in this market here in the city of Windsor. And I needed to let you know that it is crazy busy. I'm getting people through my properties that I've got listed. I've got more listings coming up as well, too. There's a beautiful property on Riverside Drive coming. Don't know if I'm going to for sure have the listing. I know of a great property, an $800,000 property as well, too. I'm going out to see that next week, Wednesday. And there's also another property that's sitting vacant over on Mark. And it's probably, $785, a traditional 4-bedroom, beautiful lot, beautiful location, probably about $785. Sitting there. Nobody knows about it but me. So if you are looking for a 780 and want a traditional home, it's a massively well-built traditional home on a great lot in a great location. Just depends whether you have $780,000 to spend or not. So that's what's going on in the Windsor market from my perspective. There is other news to share with you too. So Premier Group is a massive group of realtors in the United States. The gentleman that started Premier Group was a technology guy. He opened up several different technology companies and sold them. He was an entrepreneur. And then he got into the real estate business. He's like, I want to help realtors. I don't understand why realtors have to buy all of their technology. Why can't somebody just put it all together and package it all together and be successful with it? It's been my struggle as well, too. Why don't people help each other out, help realtors out? Why don't brokers of record hire technical people to be able to build out things? That's what Real is, by the way, too. That's why I jumped over to Real. It's like, the things we're building is just staggeringly amazing. And I benefit from all of that. My stock options are doubled so far this year. Do that and not be happy with the results. Jeez. So Premier Group is a massive team across the United States. They just came over to Real. So I reached out to them right away because they do have a great Michigan footprint. And I've been kind of thinking about, it wouldn't be a bad thing to go and sell some real estate in the United States, down where my family lives, Temperance, Michigan, and Monroe, Michigan. On the border there with Toledo. Wouldn't be a bad thing to have my Michigan license. And if I was having to go down there to, list a house or whatever, then I can stop through Mom's house and have lunch. Wouldn't be a bad thing at all. And most of the real estate business is done electronically anyway. So it wouldn't be a bad situation to be in. And it's only an hour. It's not a bad commute to go in and pound your sign in. And the estates business can also do some business over in Michigan as well, too. Because I do have people that call me from Michigan saying, do you do anything over here? No. Don't do it yet. Well, gee, it'd be great if you did because there's nobody over here to help us. There's only a few. So I've been thinking about it, and I've got a meeting tomorrow with Premier Group to be able to step into their operation and to be able to benefit by their technology would be a massively good thing. Massively good. I've already checked with Real to be able to understand, hey, as a realtor here in the city of Windsor with my Ontario license, because I'm an American, because I have both a U.S. Social Security number and a Canadian pension or a Canadian, whatever they call it here in Canada, I forget, because it's getting a little bit late in the tooth here now. I forget what they call it here in Canada. But because I have both numbers, then yes, my Canadian operation pays on that number, and then my U.S. operation would pay on the other number. And yeah, I'm free to go ahead and do anything I want to do. That's why I joined Real in the first place. You're free, Brian. Do what you wish to do. Do whatever you need to do. So tomorrow I'm having a little bit of a meeting with the folks over at Premier to be able to look at, could I pick up my Michigan license and do a little bit of business over there? Don't know how much business I would end up doing over there. My business over here in Windsor is going gangbusters. So do I really need to have a license over there? No, not really. But there's also something about the concept of, hey, these systems that I'm building here in Windsor are working well. Could I transplant them to a different location and do really well too? If I can, then look out. And if I partner with the Premier Group, who has a different footprint, all the technology stuff, and if I have systems that work, then I can help Premier Group to go to 50 states, which is where they want to go. And I stand to benefit by every one of them. Again, more stock options as well too. Not a bad problem to have. Some U.S. checks coming in to funnel into a U.S. account. Not a bad problem to have. So, can I have those meetings tomorrow? I have some life insurance I got to get quoted out here tonight. I fell a little bit behind with that business. I'm going to get that caught up. And there's also a life insurance customer service thing that I got to get to tonight too. So I'll get off this computer. I'm still waiting to find out what's going on with Chappelle. Don't have the answer here yet. Let me just double check. Nope, I just sold some more cars though on my Etsy channel. Oh yeah, one of my regular clients came in and bought more cars. I have a little bit of a sale going on over there, 10% off. So, sales kind of slowed down a little bit. So, okay, let's go ahead and jazz sales a little bit with a 10% off sale. And also Trevor's doing some entry. I've got some cars to have to process to get over to Trevor to be able to keep that process up. I have added on a few different things for Trevor to do. Trevor is also taking over my YouTube channel as well. We'll see what he can do with that. It's a very low entry bar of entry. He does have some other friends out in California to be able to help him and to be able to, consult with. And so I'm like, okay, good. That would be good. So he's going to be taking a look at my YouTube channel to be able to get me to where I want to be on YouTube. And I have full faith and credit in Trevor. He's really impressed the hell out of me so far. So why not give him a little bit more? You can't ruin it. It can only get better. So anything that he can do here to make this better would be a good thing for YouTube. That'll be it for me for tonight. I've got some work to do. I am married to a teacher. It is grade card season. Grade cards are due the 31st of January. So I am pretty much a grade card widow until the 31st of January. It is completely unfair what we do to our teachers. The concepts, the stresses, all of these things. And luckily there's only 3 years left to retirement. Of course, with my business, I don't have to wait the whole 3 years. But so far, we are. We're, over half the way through this school year. So there's only 2.5 left. Not a bad problem to have. But anyways, so that's me checking out. If you have any questions about Windsor real estate, you need any help with trying to understand this market, it is crazy, weird how it is, give me a jingle, 519-995-6145. Have a great night. Bye-bye.